Hey guys, MultiClassicGamer here. And what would you say if I were to tell you that the game I am about to do a let's play of is not the worst game on the Wii? Now you may have heard or seen reviews of this game, and pretty much it's all the same story. Okay, they all say horrible controls, horrible gameplay, horrible graphics, and pretty much just I don't know. Okay, just This game is designed by Data Design Interactive and Conspiracy Entertainment, and Gods by Data Design and Havok, because according to what critics say, this game does indeed wreak havoc on the video gaming community. So this is Ninjabread Man. And right away, we get to choose our profile. So, this would be my practice run, and this is my initial run of this game. As you can see, I beat this game 100%. But what's going to shock you is that I actually beat this game in less than an hour. And we'll get into that later. But first things first, let's jump straight into the first level, Training Dojo. Now, this is essentially just the tutorial level of the game. And, so basically, yeah, we're just going to be learning the controls and all the basic stuff you need to know when you're playing through this game. So let's press the A button to continue. And right away, the game starts off. It tells you that you can move Ninjabread Man with the control stick on the nunchuck in any direction you choose. But what's going to shock you is watch how fast he moves. Like that. Like, pretty much as soon as like, he starts off slow shortly, but then he goes pretty fast, so that can take some time getting used to. And in here, we got our little fortune cookie man, at least that's what it should be called, because after all, we are all Ninjabread Mans in this entire world of candy. But we're just going to assume that that's pretty much what he is he's the eldest of all the fortune cookie men around here. Okay, so basically this area is simply surrounded by 4 gates, and you have to go through them in numerical order in order to basically learn this game's basic moves. Okay, so as you can see right here, this is the first control that people really, really hate. This is the infamous controls for jumping in this game. It's basically you flick the nunchuck up, and you can actually do it twice and do a double jump. Now, this is the very first thing that people complain about, is that, the controls are bad. And I will agree on some degree that the controls are not that good in this game. But I'm going to tell you right now that there are actually ways around pretty much almost all the complaints about this game. I'm not going to deny that some things on this game are just inexcusable and just terrible. But there are some things that reviewers have complained about that you can actually get around. And I'm going to teach you guys those things as I play through this game. But like I said, let's just get the bad stuff that I totally agree with over with. First of all, this game's length is pathetic. Like I said in the beginning of this video, it took me less than an hour to beat it. The first day I got it. It took maybe 57 minutes total to beat this game. Because let me tell you, when you finish this tutorial level, believe it or not, you are already 25% through the entire game. Not even kidding. After this tutorial level, there are only 3 levels that you have to complete, and then you're done with the game 100%. Okay, so here's our next set of controls. Press the A button to continue. Basically, you just swing the Wii remote around to do your most basic attack, which is basically the sword. Ninjabread Man will pull a sword out of his back, and you can swing it at enemies. Now, this is the attack that I find myself never ever using, because it's not really that effective, and here's why. I mean, here it is, because you pretty much have to use it. And look at this. I get 50 points for each of these enemies I kill. Now these guys won't hurt you because it's only tutorial level, so they can't hurt you. And plus, you haven't really been introduced to your units of health yet, which are basically divine hearts. And once again we'll get into that in the next level. And I'm gonna be doing doing 1 level per episode, which means this LP is essentially going to be only 4 episodes long. And granted that I'm only updating on Sundays, it's still going to take us like a month to beat this game. But that's only because I'm updating once a week. So, you know, if you do the math right, that means this game will take approximately a month to complete. But if you were to just sit down and play this game, you would beat it in less than an hour, regardless of the, you know, the struggling with the controls and the camera and stuff like that. But again, there are ways around that. The game length, yes, I agree, that is terrible. Just a game of this slow of a length, even for 2007 standards, that is not acceptable for a feature-length game. I'm just going to say that. Alright, so here we're going to be introduced to the Ninja Star. Now, this is the move that I actually use, but it's also the move that causes the awful camera. Well, actually, well, as the reviewers I've seen put it, the awful camera. Because, and this is why, the camera only becomes a problem when you're using this move. And, of course, it may not look like it right now, but as you can see, as I'm moving the, you know, the pointer around, that's like moving the camera around. That's not the issue. The problem is that sometimes when you have this move activated, and you'll know it's activated because you'll see the cursor on the screen. When it's activated, the camera's gonna basically move around to wherever your Wiimote is. And that's why the camera becomes bad sometimes, because people leave this on. And if you leave this thing on, it's going to like affect the camera, like it causes it to do this and stuff like that. I mean, it gets a lot worse than this. Like, you'll actually find the camera like being like right under Ninjabread Man, so you can't see where you're going. That's why people complain about the camera, but you can simply fix that by turning off the cursor thing. Once you do that, the camera's no issue. It just stays behind you. So that's the way around the bad camera that people complain about. And I've also taught you like some of the. Oh, actually no, I haven't talked about, you know, how to get around the controls yet. But we're gonna do that in the next episode, okay? Because we just finished this level. We're 25% through the game, and it only took us 7 minutes and 44 seconds to get this far into the game. Are you disappointed yet? Because I don't know how you wouldn't be at this point yet. But again, we'll get more into this in the next episode, okay? So, next time on Let's Play Ninjabread Man, we're going to take on the second level, or I don't know whether to call it the first level or not, because it's the, you know, it's the tutorial level, so I don't know whether we should refer to it as the first level or not. But I'm just going to say that this should count as the first level, and then we'll move on to the second level next episode, okay? So I apologize for the length of this video, but like I said, it's only 1 level per episode, so I should not get complaints about, you know, video length, because I know it's less than my usual 15 minutes, but like I said, 1 level per episode, and even then it's only gonna take 4 episodes, so you know, what's the point of complaining about the video length? I really don't see why. I'm sure people still will complain about it, but you know, it's just something you gotta deal with, because it's such a short game that there's really no point to, you know, doing everything at once. So anyways, I'll see you guys next time, alright? And like I said, I'll get into the controls and the ways around the, you know, the controls that might not be good for you. So, anyways, see you guys later. Bye. Thanks for watching.